Hey everybody, welcome back to Echoes World. I know it's been a minute, I apologize. Been busy with school, family, work, and then right now starting to gear up for our Christmas lights that we do for the season. And then my wife's going to schools too, so kind of just puts everything on a bind as far as trying to get out videos and things like that. But definitely been trying to respond back to comments and just kind of let you guys know what's going on. And so today I wanted to give you an update on the scooter now that I've had it for quite a little bit, as you know, the issues with it. And then from there, just kind of give you an update overall how the scooter's performing, what's still good about it, what's not good about it, customer support, things like that. So thank you guys for checking in, and let's get to the action on it. All right, so here we are with the scooter. A little dirty. Definitely been riding it as much as I can. When me and the girls, we get outside, they get on their bikes and scooters and things, and so, and of course it's just been kept in the garage non-stop. As we turn on the display here, we get the power going. One thing I can say is I have not charged the battery in a while, but as you'll notice here, it's saying that the mileage is 111, so that thing is incorrect. It keeps restarting back to that same 111 every time I get on the scooter, whether I ride, you know, up the street or whether I ride a couple miles, that still stays the same. As far as the display as a whole, the display is still doing good. There's no issues with it. It progresses through all the different buttons, the functionality of it, the gears, everything there seems to be working fine. There's no issues, no complaints there. This is the new horn switch that was installed previously. Everything with it is working good, no issues. The brakes have kind of gotten just a little soft on both of them. As you can see, that one really squeezes down, and then eventually once you pump it up, it's good. So I probably need to check the line, see if there's any cracks, breaks, but there's no fluid leaking at the bottom, anything like that. Okay, first thing to start off that's definitely been an issue is this hand grip right here. It always seems to slide out, twist, turn. I've tried to put some hairspray in there, you know, without wanting to try to super glue it on. I can't get it to stay, and then eventually it just kind of rotates and you'll kind of get this gap in there, which can kind of affect your riding a little bit. The steering shaft here, it does not stay tight. I've got this thing about as tight as I can get it on here, and no matter what I do, the bars always seem to twist in the shaft. I've tried here to lower the bars, raise the bars, etc., and it's still doing the same thing. Just seems like no matter what I do on this piece here, I just can't get enough clamping force on it. I've even tried to flip it out, etc. Nothing seems to work there. Headlights working good. No issues with the headlights. No issue with the brake lights. So no complaints, no issues there. And of course the bright light function up here, it works just as it should. No issues there. The next part of the issue is going to be the steering shaft down here. There's a lot of play between the chassis connection and the stem. I know in some of the forums and some of the videos online, there's a bolt that goes down here that comes out at the bottom. They say to tighten it. I'm gonna give that a try, but if I sit here and kind of move it, this thing's definitely got a lot of play in it. It's moving probably 3-4 millimeters at a time. The front suspension is definitely a little stiff, but everything seems to be holding up. The little shocks are doing okay. I'm not seeing anything as far as leaking, nothing like that. Everything there seems to be going okay. The green lights on the platform, when I got the scooter back from Solar Scooters, they were not working, and that's because the wires go in here and when the platform sits down on top of it, it actually smashed the connection and broke the line loose. And so what I did with this side here is I just had to hardwire it together, and then now when I turn the lights on, you can see that those lights are lighting up just as they should. Those lights have been off for a good little bit since I got the scooter, and really it's just the design here. When they run it underneath the platform, they don't really give a lot of space, and like I said, when you put that platform down, there's a lot of wires and things underside the platform with the controllers, the alarm system, GPS, that really kind of just mixes everything together and just causes too much of an issue so that it presses against it. The rear tire, this is still the original rear tire that I'd gotten a plug put in it, or I put some slime in it. It's still holding up fine, no issues. As far as the rear shock and rear suspension, everything there seems to be doing okay. No issues, no complaints there. Overall, the scooter is, you know, doing okay. Could it definitely be better in my experience? 100%. But everything as now is, you know, kind of working as it should. All right, so just touching base back here, so just kind of give you guys a quick update on it. I'm going to strap the camera on my chest and then just take it out down the street so you guys kind of see how it's performing, etc. Like I said, there's no issues there. It still has full performance, whether gear 1, 2, 3. It still will spin the tires just like normal. Range seems to be going good. Like I said, I haven't charged the battery in a while, so that definitely, you know, there's no issues there. Even with the battery right now probably being at 50%, it still has full torque, full power, everything of that nature. The blinkers, the horn, everything, like I said, is working as it should. It's just those little minor things, like if you start getting up around that 40-45 miles an hour, you could start to get a little speed wobble. And so I've kind of learned to, you know, maybe put weight more on the rear tire, lift up on the bars a little bit. I do know that if you do drop the bars down to the lowest setting, that definitely helps because they're not so far up in the air that it's not causing that shake. There's really not a good spot to try to put an external dampener on it, and so maybe that's something that just needs to be addressed. Or like I said, it could be that bronze piece needs to be tightened a little bit just to kind of put it a little bit better to the chassis. So let me get this camera on, let's take it for a quick little ride and let you guys see how it is. Hey, girl. Y'all watch for cars. He's in his car right there. All right, everybody, so there you can see the ride on the scooter. Everything performs just as normal. Brakes are working fine, throttle's working fine. I did 3 different gear modes for you. First, second, and third, kind of showing you the speed difference. 12 in gear 1, 22, 23 in gear 2, and then of course the rest of the speeds in gear 3. On the streets here, I'm able to get it up to probably 34, 35 miles an hour max. If I take it out of the neighborhood, I can definitely get it up to, I think my best before is like 45, 47. They claim advertise, you know, 50 plus. Again, taking into consideration my weight, weighing 270, 280 pounds, definitely makes a difference. You know, if someone lighter on here, 100 pounds difference, for sure it's going to hit that 50, 55 miles an hour. Again, I still haven't gotten a chance to do like the endurance of the battery. I know they definitely say on setting 2 or gear number 2, you should be able to get 50 plus miles. I would probably say that's a fair assessment after having the scooter now for a while and riding it, not charging the battery, and just kind of letting it run its course. Like I said, it's probably been a month now since I've charged the battery, and my neighborhood, a loop around the neighborhood is like 1.2 miles, 1.3 miles. So I usually go around the neighborhood a couple times, bring it back home, and I would definitely say that's probably a fair assessment. I'm going to turn the scooter back on, just show you guys real quick the screen display. Let's see if it goes back to 111. When I got off the scooter, it said 113 on the odometer. We'll just check it out. Yeah, this time here it's staying at 113. I'll check it again probably another day and see if it changes anything different. You can see the battery level was low. Now it's come back up to medium. Definitely need to charge it though. Overall, thank you all for the support, the questions, keep them coming. If y'all need anything, concerns, questions, issues, fire them my way. I'll be glad to take care of them. Until the next one, we'll see you guys later.